Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Matthew Worwood.
And my name is Dr. Cyndi Burnett.
This is the Fueling Creativity in Education podcast.
On this podcast, we'll be talking about various creativity topics and how they relate to the field of education.
We'll be talking with scholars, educators, and resident experts about their work, challenges they face, and exploring new perspectives of creativity.
All with the goal to help fuel a more rich and informed discussion that provides teachers, administrators, and emerging scholars with the information they need to infuse creativity into teaching and learning.
So let's begin. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Fueling Creativity in Education podcast. And this is an extra special podcast episode because we're doing video for the first time.
Oh, yes, we are. And because it's our first time recording video, we're going to offer a short introduction. My name is Dr. Cyndi Burnett, and I am the co-host of the Fueling Creativity in Education podcast.
And my name is Dr. Matthew Worwood, Cyndi's fellow co-host of the Fueling Creativity in Education podcast. And Cyndi, what we were into like year 3 now, right, of the podcast, or going into year 3 in March 2022.
We're going into year 3, yes.
Yeah, it's one of those podcasts that kind of started during the pandemic, and it's all focused on creativity in education.
And this episode is an introduction to our second ever Listen and Learn series, which is a sequence of short podcast episodes that we offer in between our normal seasons to support professional learning for educators.
And this series is dedicated to generative AI and its future relationship with creativity in education. And like our summer 2023 Listen and Learn series, these super duper short episodes will provide one or two takeaways around a specific soundbite from past guests that have appeared on our show.
And Matt, just to elaborate a little more on generative AI, we've been exploring aspects of generative AI ever since we first interviewed futurist Brian Alexander in spring of 2021. Do you remember that?
I do. And I think it's good that you referenced the word spring 2021 because we were starting to talk about it before it became a thing, right?
And that was the first time we started to consider how we might collaborate with artificial intelligence in the future. And since that public release of ChatGPT in November last year, there's been a whole bunch of interesting articles published on this topic.
Yes, there has. And I'd argue we've also had some interesting discussions about generative AI on the show. Remember the one with David Cropley, who said during the show that the future of creativity is working out what machines can do and what humans can do better.
Yes, and we've recently had a discussion with James Kaufman on the topic, and we've also explored it with Howard Gardner, and we will discuss these sound bites from all these shows during the upcoming Listen and Learn series.
Yes, and Cyndi, before we go, let's not forget the coolest part of our Listen and Learn series, and that is at the end of each of our episodes, Cyndi and I will share a single letter that is part of a special code word, and we challenge you, our listeners, to work out the code word, and once you have it, let us know by writing an email to us at questions@fuelingcreativitypodcast.com, and remember to provide a one-sentence summary of your takeaway to generative AI and its future relationship with creativity in education.
And so long as we get this email before the end of January 2024, we will provide you with a collection of Fueling Creativity in Education podcast prizes and an invitation to be a guest on the show.
Which is pretty cool, right? We've just recorded one show with 2 previous guests, which was probably one of the funnest shows I've done.
Yes, I agree. So, Matt, I think that wraps up our introductory episode to our Listen and Learn series for 2023.
Oh, wait, Cyndi, before we go, we need to give them our very first letter.
Ooh, yes, that's right. The first letter is, drumroll please, S. For?
Sugar.
Sam.
I was going to say Sam. Samantha.
Socks.
Sausage. I like my English sausages. What were you going to say then?
Sassy.
Sassy. Yeah. All right. I think we got it. S for all those words. My name's Dr. Matthew Worwood.
And my name is Dr. Cyndi Burnett. This episode was produced by Matthew Worwood and Cyndi Burnett. Our podcast sponsor is Curiosity to Create, and our editor is Sam Atkinson.